bet you'd even put your kid on a diet! Yeah, gotta lose that baby fat, you know? I want my baby to have a six-pack.
Behold Leonidas. Ow! The perfect Spartan.
Hello friends, trace amounts of science. I said like 6 months ago that we were going to revisit Hamthrax and finish the saga out with stories from the coworkers and stuff like that. In the meantime, I got distracted with Retail Whale, but Hamthrax scratches that Moby Vic itch pretty good, so I do want to go back and wrap it up. I hope that you guys will enjoy it. I'm a little bit below the weather, so maybe not normal energy, but maybe that's a good thing. Little conversational tone. I know Gubbins is probably excited. He always likes to go after the fat people stories. Why don't you go ahead and tell me how you feel about all that, buddy?
Hamthrax! Gubbins ready for big stinky saga of Mighty Wheeze Beast soft chiefed. We ride into battle together. Gubbins.
Mighty Wheeze Beast. So that's good stuff. That's a good way to kick it off. Let's get into it and see how it goes. Oh, hey, and also, thanks for being here today. Second-hand Hamthrax, live at Fudokan. You look hungry. Have some Hamthrax. Oh, God. Oh, it's in my mouth.
Get that nasty shit out of my face!
It's just a link back to the original post. Last Sunday, me and boyfriend rolled up to the company picnic with two objectives. 1, eat as much watermelon as physically possible. And 2, acquire Hamthrax stories. Both of our goals were satisfied beyond belief. I have enough stories to last a lifetime, so obviously I have to share them. Virtually everyone in that office has their own horror story about the thieving meat pile. Our first story comes from Elle, a mid-30s co-worker in payroll who had a baby about a year ago. Oh, Hamthrax tried to eat the baby, didn't she?
You eat babies. You have to survive. Everyone knows that. Ain't your fault.
Elle is very tall, pale, and absolutely the nicest human being in that office. So, BL, almost 6 feet, pre-baby was very slim. Come back to work after having the baby, feeling self-conscious about weight and eating to lose it at a good pace. Packing healthy lunches, tons of water, trying to cut down on all them carbs. Well, it's the first day back in the office, and everyone is congratulating her on the baby. She's getting compliments left and right. Everyone but Fat Mao 5. Fat Mouse? That is. Clearly, Elle is getting too much attention for pushing a human being out of herself. Where is Bacon Turner Overeater's recognition? Oh, have you heaved a human being out of your body recently? No, didn't think so. She tells Elle that women are supposed to gain at least 100 pounds during pregnancy. What?
That doesn't make no sense.
Flabbergasted. 100 pounds? Elle tries to tell her that actually, you should be gaining like about a fourth of that. This, of course, begins Afro Snack's tirade about how Elle will be the worst, most fat-shaming mother of them all. I bet you'd even put your kid on a diet! Yeah, gotta lose that baby fat, you know? I want my baby to have a six-pack.
Behold Leonidas. Ow! The perfect Spartan.
Elle tells her that she would put the kid on a diet if he was overweight. Is immediately hit with accusations of child maltreatment. Elle rolls her eyes and turns to put her tuna salad in the fridge. Are you gonna eat just tuna fish with no bread? Cheap Thick looks at Elle like she just committed manslaughter. I'm trying to lose weight, so yeah, no bread. Swedish Meatball Mafia runs, or more accurately waddles, from the room screaming to the hamburger heavens. What? .sws? Elle doesn't give a single shit, goes back to her desk to actually do work. Gotta make money for that baby, you know? When lunchtime rolls around, Elle is excited for her tuna. Gets to the fridge. Her vision becomes tunneled. The music builds. The tuna. It's not there. But she had left it right on the second shelf. Elle looks around the fridge. No, it's just not there. Her tuna is gone. Hungry, hormonal, and Already dealing with one baby sucking nutrients from her body, the beta switch is now off. There's a loaf of bread on the counter, open and laying out. Logically, Elle grabs a fork from the break room and walks out to the floor. Approaches the Miss Fats, who is shamelessly chomping into a sandwich and reading US Weekly. Hey, Hamthrax. What? Is that a tuna salad sandwich? Meatload looks up. Yeah! And takes another bite. Elle, who's kinder than most people, looks fat company dead in the eye, knocks the sandwich out of her hands onto the floor, points at those bewildered, beady eyes with a fork. Listen here, you fat pig. I'm sore, hungry, I haven't slept in a fucking month. How about you go and eat yourself into a food coma with your own tuna? Major Lazy looks at her, jowls quaking. And if you even try to accuse me of bullying or take my food again, I'll make sure that every month your pay will be docked $3.50. And I'll go out and buy tuna fish with it and eat it in front of you, you giant waste of space. That sounds fair, honestly. Garnishing the wages, why not start now? Elle concludes her story with, and she never dared to look me in the eye after that. Me and boyfriend stare in awe as she casually finished wiping her son's hands with a napkin. Thank God, too, or I would have started throwing open packets of tuna fish into her purse. You gotta put those wild boars in their place, or they'll just try and trample you. Next story, Hamthrax inspires weight loss in the office and tries to thin shame as much as possible. Edit, whoever tagged this as Alpha Prego is my new favorite human being. I mean, she is sort of an Alpha Prego. She seems like a hell of a matriarch, I'll say that. And yeah, I could understand her, not upsetness, but like unmitigated rage. Yeah, that's what that is. It's unmitigated rage. And it feels real good. This is how we solve things like that. Nip it right in the frickin' bud. You got anything to say about that story, little buddy, or can we move on?
Hamthrax steal tuna. Gubbins never trust thieving meat pile chief. Tuna for strong mothers, not sandwich goblin. Gubbins.
She is a sandwich goblin. She brought her own bread for the sandwich that she was going to steal prematurely. This is lunch theft in the first degree. I sent her to the gallows. Anyway, let's get into another post and see what's happening over there. Secondhand Hamthrax, Dairy Queen's greatest fits. Oh good, yeah, we haven't had quite enough whining yet today. Opie says, oh honey, you don't look so good. Try having some more Hamthrax. Listen, bitch, I look great.
I look fly, I look good, touch my swag.
Hello! No need to put down the supersized lard, friends, because we're going to jump straight into this one. This is a little collection of the ways, believe it or not, that Hamthrax made the office a healthier place. Indirectly, of course. God knows she hasn't actually tried to help anyone, besides saving that cookie from drowning in coffee. What, she just goes around and eats all the unhealthy snacks? Nobody gets unhealthy snacks anymore? Our first story is called Some Burger to Love. Be assorted coworkers ordering out for lunch. As always, the diabetes has to have the first order. Would knock a small child into a river if need be. Forces 2 chairs to go swiveling across the office. Give me the largest Diet Coke they have and a hoagie with extra mayo and extra provolone and extra roast beef and no lettuce. Oh, okay. I'm serious, no lettuce, or I'll fucking sue them for discrimination. Hamthrax, what are you talking about? They always try to give me vegetables because of my size. Yeah, I really don't. Discrimination! Everyone turns and looks at Blobscura, trumps back to the desk. A couple leather trays fall onto the floor. Yeah, okay. Anyone else? Salads. Salads all around. Yes, if you could put my salad on top of the roast beef sandwich, I would be most appreciative. How can you not enjoy the lettuce? It's got some nice crunch, you know? I don't think they give you vegetables because of your size. I think they give you vegetables because vegetables are delicious.
These motherfuckers for a burger, these motherfuckers gave me a goddamn lily pad. God damn.
You should want them. You paid for them already. Anyway, story number 2. Good old-fashioned love-handled boy. BN. 27 and gaining weight slowly. Carrying an extra 10 pounds. be making coffee in the break room. Blue Oyster Malt trundles in behind him, pinches N's side. "Look at all that, man!" And looks at Fatlax, looks down at his waist, looks at coffee with full fat milk and 2 sugars, pours it down the drain, and grabs a water bottle. He is down 25 pounds now. Yeah, a fat girl telling you that you're fat can really change some perspective for you. Me personally, I just say pot, meat, kettle, and enjoy my delicious, fatty, sugary coffee. Story number 3 is winded bicycle races. Winded bicycle race? I don't know. Probably winded. BR, 45 years old, fat. We're talking 220 pounds at 5'8". R isn't happy. Not one, not so little bit. He is divorced, has his 6-year-old daughter on the weekends. Kid wants to play tag and go biking. R is too fat to do all of this. Kid tells R it's okay and she'll just do the fun stuff with mommy. Feels.mpeg. Yeah, dude.
First I thought she was like crying, but then she kept saying, "Ooh yeah, don't stop, don't stop."
You sure you weren't just dreaming?
Gotta change some shit up for real. Not enough feels to stop R from stuffing his face with office donuts, however. Ugh. But the Fates were not gonna let R keep fattening. They struck down the office elevator one rainy morning. Now imagine the gray lobby, the large steel elevator doors. R stands in front of them, eyes focused on the out-of-order sign. Never had 3 words formed such a desperation within this man's chest. He keeps staring at the paper, hoping the note would melt away and the elevator doors would open, bathing him in cool, filtered air and soothing jazz music. But no luck. A shadow forms over him. Deep-fried purple has rolled her way over to him. It takes her a couple of minutes to process those words. Face starts transitioning from confusion or constipation into what resembles anger, or maybe even more constipation. Sonic Girth's jowls start wobbling in the wind. R's jowls join in. Cobeef and Hambria looks at R. "This is bullshit." R. "Well, it's not good, but we're disabled. They can't do this." R looks back in shock. "They have to get us up to the office. We can't take the stairs. It's not even possible." R's mind cracks. He tells this story with tears in his eyes. It was just like the bullshit movie breakthroughs. She was just so fucking lazy. She wasn't disabled. She was just fat. And I was almost as fat as her. Like, if I didn't change, that could be my little girl in 20 years. It scared me so fucking much. I took those goddamn stairs and I ate a frickin' salad for lunch. Started biking with my kid. Stopped stuffing my face like the world was ending. Now I'm down 40 pounds. And all it took was that fucking tub of lard. More to come. But yeah, I think that she is a walking lesson. You know what I mean? You don't want to be this, do you? No, I don't. God, no, I don't.
No! God, please, no! No! No!
She might seem like she's out there purposeless, directionless, but that's not the case at all. She has a purpose. It just, benefits everybody around her rather than her directly. She could make the change at some point, but we know that she won't. How you feel about this one, Gubbins?
Soft Chief. This story make Gubbins believe even biggest ham beast can spark fire in weak man heart. Gubbins.
Weak man heart? He's no longer a weak man, though. He took the stairs every day. Goes biking with this little girl. That's all it takes, man. I take my kids on a walk every day. It's very important. Not just for the family bonding, but also to get out there, move your legs, and establish this as a thing that we do as a family. We all want to be healthy, right? Some days I don't want to, but too bad. You just do it until it falls into routine. So indeed, good stories all. We're going to move into the third and what I believe is the final part of Hamthrax from this OP. Oh, that's so sad. But hey, if you enjoyed this content and want to see something else like it, we're on Spotify, iTunes, basically everywhere if you were to check us out on podcast services. Then you can listen to ReddX at work in secret or get your boss hooked on it. That'd be cool too. Anyway, let's get into that third story. Secondhand Hamthrax 3, License to Fill. Stop reading, you skinny bitch. This story is for people with serious conditions. Don't forget the trimmings. Secondhand Hamthrax 1 and 2. Yeah, we did all that. I appreciate you, though. Hey! You all have been keeping up your figures nicely. Yeah, I know. I just wanted to say also that this sub and all of you make my day. I'm having a pretty shitty job situation happening at the moment, and you guys just cheer me up so much. But on to the Hamthrax. This one's a little heavier, aren't they all? So I'm just going to leave a tag here just to make sure that everyone's good. This story contains possibly triggering discussions of the war waged by a fat see you next Tuesday against a person with disordered eating. That being said, the rest of you, please keep hands, feet, jimmies inside the cart at all times. Snacks are provided, of course. Yeah, hit me with an extra bag of them peanuts. I'm gonna say it's for my kid, but it's actually for me.
Did you know? Peanuts are called peanuts because pea is stored in the nuts.
BS office intern, 20, female, 5'5", around 100 pounds. Suffer from disordered eating. Have bulimia with some anorexic tendencies. Hate body. Deny food as punishment. In therapy, slowly easing into recovery. Take packed lunches to work to feel safer. Meticulously weighed out, separated food. Keep in mind, this is not S speaking, but rather a coworker who knew her. According to coworker, S tried really hard to hide her eating habits, but in a close work environment, well, it all kind of came out. Everybody else, asterisk, and you know why there's an asterisk there, in that office tried really hard not to call out her physique or her eating habits, as it's kind of obvious how awkward and painful that would be. Well, turn back now if you don't want to be infuriated. Last warning. On the first day of S's internship, be Hamthrax. Oh, no, I won't ever! Gelatinous amalgam of basically everything wrong with today. Burst into the office at 10 a.m., as usual. Sweaty, disgusting. Also about 2 hours late. Shocking! Also carrying bags and bags of food. Getting ready to shout to the heavens about discrimination and being late because this fat-shaming company makes her come to work. God damn it, company. Be derailed by commotion. New intern, everyone come and meet S. Perspective shift. Thank Jesus. Boy, that Jesus thing didn't age well.
Jesus, the most exciting record so far. A song so catchy, most people won't even remember the lyrics.
BS, nice coworkers meander over, say hi. S greets all of them, starts feeling nauseated. Does anyone smell that? Did someone toss a dirty diaper into a stew of boiled feet? No? Oh, great, it's just the B genetics. Those genetics are scoring a lot lower than a B, let me tell you that. Who is this? New intern. S, meet butthole scarfers. S is shocked that her nightmares have manifested into real life and are now lunging at her. She looks like a toddler. Who's starving you, girl? S is catatonic. Nuh-uh, if you want to get a man, you need to get on this kind of level. The dandy warthog starts rubbing her thighs. Entire tri-state area is put on a forest fire alert. S is mortified, escapes to a different corner of the office to do, I don't know, stupid intern things. Fath ain't no more, spends the entire day tromping around the office screaming about real women. What an idiot. Hell of a way to introduce yourself there, dum-dum. Like, S, it could have been a good friend situation, but immediately you're just like, I hate you because you look like how I want to look like.
You're insecure.
Well, she's going through her own struggles too there, dude. Maybe you can exchange notes or something like that. It's never going to happen now. You burnt the entire fucking bridge day one. Oh, well. Anyway, continuing on. This story is called Boys, Boys, Boys. Fast forward about a month. S is coming in on a semi-regular basis, getting death glares from Weezer for really no reason. I mean, she exists and reminds Hamthrax of how fat she is. Thin Privilege is being stared down by a rhino while simply trying to photocopy some documents. All poor S wants to do is finish filing without being eaten. And then the copier jams. Nick is nearby and helps her out. S is tired and frustrated with the machine. Nick rattles around the copier and fixes it for her, asks her if everything's all right. S tells him she feels really overwhelmed with the amount of work that she has between this and her 2 other paid jobs. Need to come up with tuition for next semester and isn't sure she'll make it. And pats her on the back and reassures her. Tells her he's free after work if she wants to talk. And this was the cardinal mistake. The last straw for an outsider who happened to be watching them. I mean, we all know what Nick and S are trying to get up to. Me personally, I don't shit where I eat, but he's willing to take a big fat dump, so step back and let him, you know? But Hamthrax has to make time to be jealous, I guess. A certain planet with a desk inside of the copier. A certain planet indeed was waiting and watching. You see, the predatory part of the human mind is always waiting. When you're a creature with an inescapable addiction to food, this sort of behavior comes pretty naturally. S had attracted the wrath of this creature as soon as her non-rotund, pretty self walked into the office. Big Country had been waiting for S to get close to one of her men. Now S was gonna feel that wrath, all 42-fold. Fit another band joke in there, 42-fold death punch. Gets up from the desk. Computer's broken again. And looks at counting cows with all the contempt that he can manage. Hamthrax, we've been through this. Go ask the people who are in charge of that. Why? You too busy talking to the office anorexic? What? What? And an S stare as Icky Pop flounces back to her desk. Computer appears to be fine. Nick starts to say something to the beast. S pats his arm and just walks away. Yeah, I guess after a month, you learn, you know, you can't fix stupid. That's fine. You want to be an idiot for the rest of your life? Carry on.
You can do whatever the you want to do.
Our third story is called The Cookie Incident. Some office drone brings in cookies for some other office drone's birthing day, and all rejoice. No one rejoices louder than the flaming hips, of course. Everyone takes one, or two. Salt and Pepper Chips takes one look at the pastries, and you know what she has to do. Those poor cookies had been imprisoned, yearning for freedom from their plastic package. Milk Shakira zeroes in on the package, happy to scoop up every last crumb into her bottomless pit. Her hand is about an inch from them when she hears something that, as unbelievable as it might seem, stuns her. Slow motion occurs. S is shaking her head and saying, "No, thank you," to the cookie. The XXLs can't let this kind of straight-up cookie prejudice pass. Take a cookie! You need it! You're an anorexic! This paralyzes S, of course, and tears start forming. You're not even a real woman! You're just a goddamn stick! White Castles grabs the cookies and starts shoving them towards S, literally chases the girl around with them. S looks mortified and screams, "No! No! Stop!" Entire office starts pushing the beast back. Boyfriend grabs the manager. By that time, S has run into the bathroom and refused to talk about it. Coworkers try to tell manager what happened, amongst screams of, "They're lying! It's about my curves!" Manager has a talk with After the Fiery Hot Cheetos and gets an official reprimand. S refuses to talk about it. Cheese Whiz Khalifa is gonna make this girl snap, and really it's just a matter of time. I'll be pleased to see it. The day she walks into the office with a Kalashnikov, I'll be like, all right.
Remember, no rushing.
Also, I probably should have called in sick today. Anyway, this story is called End. A week passes. Office is tense. Probably because Extra Sugar Ray has chosen today to wear her favorite black stretch, lol, miniskirt. NASA calls to commandeer the fabric to use in their space launches, as it is clearly indestructible. Soft Crab Cell feels all sorts of sexy today, especially the nauseating kind. Saunters over to different workstations, bothering the piss out of people. Tries to sit on boyfriend's desk and almost breaks the keyboard. Frickin' lol. Boyfriend threatens to call the manager. Wall of Voodoo pouts and begins to move on. But that keen beatus eye spots something. Her rolls quiver in displeasure. Nick is once again talking to S. How dare that skinny bitch talk to people? Rihama marches over, ready to fuck shit up. Opens her jowls to release her cattle cry, and S stands up. Shut up! The beast is confused. Starts to howl, but S is not having it. Shut up! I said I'm done with this. What'd you say to me, you skinny bitch? S grabs an open bottle of soda off a nearby desk and drenches Hamthrax with it. Fat can't actually understand what's going on and starts to cry. S stares her down through crocodile tears. Sonic Youths runs to the manager like a toddler, trips like a fat fuck, gets up and resumes the show. Bursts in on a board meeting, gets yelled at by the managers, cries, drags them back to S. All the co-workers tell manager that Neil Diabetes spilled the soda on herself. So S walks away victorious. Self-esteem plus 10. S did end her internship within the next couple of weeks and rode off into the sunset and recovery. Out fast, tries to slurp soda off of the wet shirt. Fat logic. Fat logic never changes. That's perfectly good soda in that shirt. Those are calories right there. Why don't you start just licking your desk clean for the extra 8 calories? Because that's about the point that we're getting to, okay? It's probably not just 8 calories on her desk. She got Cheeto crumbs all in the keyboard and whatnot. But I'm not trying to give her any tips. What I will say is I'm proud of S coming into her own. It's not easy when you're, young and smaller than the people that are trying to bully you. Gubbins probably does know something about that. What say you about this tale, my friend?
Soft, Chief. Even smallest stick can poke mighty beast in the eye. Proud of Lil's, Gubbins.
Yeah, proud of Lil's. I definitely do think she deserves a poke in the eye. That's what I know. That's the very least of what she deserves. Poke both eyes out. Then she'll have to use her nose to navigate. She'd probably be pretty good at that too. But yeah, indeed, that's the official wrap of Hamthrax, and I hope that you did enjoy it, friends. I mentioned podcast services. I didn't mention Fourth Wall. We got our merch over there. Patreon, YouTube memberships to support us every month. I'd be so appreciative. Lastly, of course, friends, I just want to remind you that you are loved, you are worthy, you definitely deserve it, and I shall see you in the next one. So until then, bye-bye.
何バカ何バカ何バカ何バカ何バカ